Hello guys, welcome back to another what if video. Today we're doing a new what if and it's kind of similar to the last one new one I actually did earlier. This one will be different. It will be called What If I Was Asta? And as you see in the background the wings, yes I will get wings. Because I really like wings and all that, so you'll probably hear a lot of me getting wings in the future what ifs. But it's kind of important to myself that I get those wings. It kind of symbolizes myself. As this story will be more reflecting on really how I was raised and how I had my past life, or how I got raised until this point, or some of the important parts of my life actually. So this will be more truth on how I was raised. And in this what if I will have magic. So yeah, don't worry about that. As for how I might not end up in the church maybe, but I won't be born there. I won't be brought up when I'm like born. I was raised by a family, a noble family actually, to make things more spicier in the story. As we began, how should I explain this? Yes, so now we began in the house where I'm born. I won't have any siblings though, because I don't want to bring my siblings into this what if, because of reasons. But in this noble family, I'll be the only child. As when I was born, my dad, and now I am born in the noble family. As I am there, my dad will like, kinda like, this is my son, huh? As now I'm 1 year old. As he will look down at me and say like, this is not my son. He's not a weakling. He will hit me. Kinda all day. No, sometimes at the day. It's like, you're pathetic, you're not my son. You're not the kid I got. As he will name me asta though. So I get hit by my own dad. All day. Kinda. I just said it. And he was drunk almost all the time. So I will think that it's just when he's drunk that he is like that. But it turns out that it's not always when he's just drunk. He will do it other times too. So I will just accept him doing this because I don't know anything else about how a dad parents should be. Now I will be scared of everyone. I will be scared of my dad, really. Really scared of my dad. As I'm 4 years old now. And if some bandits attacks the village, attacks our noble house. As my dad was hated by all the nobles, kinda. Not all the nobles, but he was hated by a lot of bandits. As he was a dickhead. He was a pretty big dickhead. So yes, now we switch back to where my mother is too. As in this what if she would be nice to me and all that because that's how my mother is. But in this she will die. I need to make sure I will end up at the church. So yeah, I don't know how to explain this. We start like now. As I said, the bandits will attack now. My place where I am raised and live. As my dad just orders me to tell me to like do something about it, or else I won't get any food this day. But I won't be able to do anything since I'm just 4 years old. So the bandit just grabs me and takes me and runs away, thinking like he doesn't deserve this. He's just a mere child. He deserved as a dickhead. As then they burn the house down, kills my dad. And as for my mom, they say sorry, but we can't let you leave either. As they kill her. I won't see them killing my mom, or I will see them killing my dad. I'll think like, Dad? As then I will start to cry because I didn't know anything else. As my dad is dying, said, "You're such an idiot." No, he wouldn't say that. He would just say, kind of smiles like, huh, get this over with already. As then just straight up kills him in front of me. I'll be like, Dad, Dad. I started crying out after seeing my dad get killed. The bandits don't know what to do with me as the medic knights now arrive. As they kinda had to be like the good guys now and try to save the a village, no, the noble house because blah 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 they were nobles, even though everyone kinda hated my dad because of the dickhead he was. Instead the bandit said, crap, just take me with them and just run. I will start to cry now. I said, no, Mom, Dad. As they say, shh, quiet. Always be quiet now, because they reminded me of my dad on how he acted all the time. So please listen to what they said and they say quiet. Psyche will be quiet down. As then they said that you can't be here. We can't have you all around. You should be thankful that we saved you from that hellhole. I was looking back. Huh? Then I was kind of looking down sad as I remember my parents die. I'm not, but still. I was done. Yeah. Then they would just leave me at the church. It's like you gotta survive on your own now. Oh no, they won't leave me at the church. They will leave me behind, like a bit away from the church. Oh, then they just leave me. I'll be start to cry because I don't know what else to do. I'm just 4 years old. I'm just a mere child. As the father and the other people at the church is out picking, like having like a picnic or something in the woods. As they just hear someone crying, the father decides to check it out. And let's say that this is the time when Sister Lily gets in. I don't remember their age when she got in, but let's just say that this is the time when she got into the village. So she's with the father too. Decides to shake the crying out. As they see a child standing there crying in the woods, no, sitting down and crying. he's the same age as you know, they see. Then I'll still be like, no, no, then I will look at them and be like, huh? Then I will start to cry and be like, backing away from them because I was scared. If they would be like, huh? He's scared of us? Then I was back down even more now after he said that. Then I was kind of bit, don't know what to do. Then they slow lets me be kind of like be on the waits until I trust them as they sit there and wait. It will take like not too long as they sent Sister Lily, as they have met Sister Lily already. Like these kids have met Sister Lily, so they would know her. As they would say, like, the father has something else to do, so I will be with you for some time. I'm like, okay. As they would just accept that, and really, because they knew that if she wouldn't lie about father or anything. As the father now kind of calls the medic nights about that there's a kid that doesn't trust adults. He's back away from them. And the reason why I back down when I see the father is because he kinda reminds me of my dad, in the looks. Like in the anime too. So I kinda don't like him really much. But since he's not like a dickhead as my father is, I want like, so yeah. I always kinda end up at church still, but I will be cautious about around the father. Now the medic knights arrive. I will just see all those adults coming. As they just see, I just see them, I was back away now, immediately. They'll be like, okay, they just kinda accept that I back down. They didn't know what to do now. They just call for Ulysses and ask for what to do. There's just a child that's backing away from all the adults and is coming near him. We just think about it, and since they didn't know what happened to the child of that family, they didn't find any body of the family I was in. I will just call it hell. The star, I don't know what to call it. My noble family that I am from. Yeah, so, but they knew that about the family that they had a child, but the child's body was never found. As they remember that the bandit said something that, as when they got to the bandit, just smiled at them and said, he's free, you will never find him. Ever. But boy oh boy, they were wrong. They would find him just some days after they left him there. As now he was look at all the medic nets, he would back away, trying to run away, scared of them. As they realized that he's scared of us. As they thought about it, said he must be. Then they said, are you Asta blah blah blah. They said my noble name. I'll just, they would see the shock in my eyes of hearing that name again. Then they realized that I am that child. I am that child, as they realized kinda, they didn't know about the rumors, so they didn't know but my father was a dickhead towards me and hit me and all that, as they just said, they didn't know what to do. Then they sat down for a while, waiting, as now the Wiz King arrived too. As I would see his kindly smiling face, as it reminded me of my mother really, as it runs toward, as then when the others sit down on that, yes, since he's close to the others, I always kinda doubt if I should go to him or not. Then he kinda sees the doubt and kinda moves around and sits on another place. Then I will slowly walk towards him, or move towards him like in the shadows, and kinda hug him from behind and said, Ma? Said, no, I'm not your mother, but then I was back down and be like, but you remind me of her, as then he'll be like, oh, Then I'm like smiling towards me and being that kind guy that he is. Risking is really kind. As the other nobles wasn't really kind to me at first when they got the captives wasn't less kind towards me because I was the son of the dickhead. A dickhead noble, so they was thought I was a dickhead too. But it turns out that I won't be because I was only raised like that for 4 years. So now I was kind of standing with him, but I was when he tried to move towards the other nobles, I was to release him and just kind of walk away. And like, oh. Then he slowly moves towards them, as the nobles kind of see it like that I'm doubting them, and I won't come near, but I will come near the Wizard King. As they realize that he's so kind and like they kind of face on him, as they will change their looks and kind of like that, and they will be kind towards me now, because they realize that I'm not a dickhead as my father. I'm just a scared little boy. As the father would have left them now, and let the medic knights take care of it, they said that let us take care of it now. He's a noble. We need to get him back home. Hold on, how long have I been talking? Oh, only 60 minutes, yeah. It kind of gets on my schedule for when stories events happen in my what ifs. On the time and all that, so yeah. As the father kind of listens to American Knights, as then he walks away. Then the other nobles would try to come a little bit closer. As I was first kind of doubting, but then I will see there's kind of smiles, something that they're nice to me now. Then I just let them come near, but I'm not going to hug them or anything. Because of reasons. I really don't like hugging people that much, but since you also remind me of so much of my mother, that would be an exception. And I also want to let you know my mother is still alive in real life, so but I need to tweak some stories of my life to make it happen better in the Black Clover in those what if. So yeah, so now it'll take some time. It will take the day will go by. They had Jules had some food actually with him. I just slowly start to eat it. Then just kind of grabs me and lifts me up. I will just allow him to. So then decides to, so, Asta, do you want to come with us? I just nods kind of little as he sees that like, okay. As then he kind of sees the fear, still kind of that fear in my eyes of adults as he decides to, it will take some time before he trusts all nobles. He need to be in a secluded place to be raised, so he will trust all the adults. Instead, the nobles would hear about the American United States decides to take him to the capital. They have to decide what family to raise him in. Since take him into because he doesn't have a family anymore. His entire noble family is killed. As all the nobles kind of happy about this, but then realize that the child is still alive. But then they would hear that the child is was just raised wrong. He doesn't know what is right and what is wrong. He's scared of all adults, kinda. But when Julius walked near him, he would kind of be accepting to him or towards him. As they all kind of understand why he was like that. So yeah. get their capital. As they decide to the father like you can go home, thanks for alerting us about the child. Said no problem. As I'm gonna get to the capital, I'll be curious about everything, as I haven't been in the capital for a long while. Since my family kinda lived in the outsides of the capital. As the only thing I want is to bring justice towards my mother's death. Kinda. That will be kind of like my goal, to be the Wizard King. To find out whoever was that killed my mother and punish them. As then we get to the capital, I will be presented to the rest of the nobles, or they will try to, but I will dodge. Like, doesn't want to do that, as they decide to like leave me alone then. And now, as we're walking in the capital, me and Julius, or me and my dad now, so we just start kind of calmly casually starts to call me dad. See with a smile at me. I will feel more like home in the noble's realm now, because of that he allows me to call him dad. As the other nobles would see me sometimes, well, just bits of me sometimes, that he kinda like doesn't accept me really, just because I'm the son of the dickhead of the nobles. Like even the nobles hated because he was such a dickhead. I don't know why I just got so quiet suddenly, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, but as I said, the nobles wouldn't really accept me still, because I'm just the dickhead son. I will be known as the dickhead son, or Asta the dickhead son. So they would kinda leave me out of it, freeze me out. As the years went by, I'm just 10 now. As it's a noble gathering now, I'm just sitting alone where I am. It's just the first noble gathering since I joined got like adopted by Julius. So I won't take up the Julius Nemocronus name. I'll spill the name by my dickhead's father dickhead's name. As Julius now sees that I don't really like being called that, Stan decides to name me Novachrono and adopts me fully. As he does this, I will be kinda happier daily, but I'll still be freezed out by the other nobles because they all knew that I'm just the son of the dickhead. They all know that now. It was kinda too late for me. But then, at the noble meeting when I'm 10, Marcel wouldn't really care about me because, well, he wouldn't really say that I'm just the son of a dickhead, because he was there when I was saved like by the medic knights at the place. So yeah, as now, when, as I said, but Salt never will bully me, said that you're just a dickhead son. They'll always tell me that, call me that, the dickhead son, like that. But when, as I said, when I'm 10, I will just see, like, on the noble gathering, I was kind of walk around in the shadows, kind of with my head down. Because I don't, because of all the people doesn't really care about me at all. I'm just a burden, they think of me. They think of me as a burden. But as I'm walking around there, I will see another, like, 10 years old, getting ripped in the hair by what seems to be her brother. I just didn't know what to do, so I just kind of walks up and kind of like say, what are you doing? Kind of look at him and ask, what are you doing? He just looks at me and like, huh? Then he sees that it's me. It's like, oh, it's the dickhead son. As I would just say, like, I don't like being called that. He said, I don't care what you like being called or not. You're just a dickhead son, and you will always will be, you freak. I'll just hear this and be like, why are everyone so mean to me? I will think. As then, Jules would see where I was and see that I'm at the cell. As he tried to like walk up to me. Well, he didn't want to stop this because he thought that I might be able to do something. Then Noel would see me. As I would just keep. Now he was switch his attention to Noel and starts pulling her hair again. Then I said, "Stop it! That's enough." He would look at me and said, "Oh, and what you're gonna do?" I said, "If you're gonna hurt her, I will stop you." Don't hurt her anymore. I said like, "Oh, and what you gonna do? Save her?" Then I just look at him with my eyes like said, "Yeah." Then I look kind of like, "Oh, how am I gonna do that, you freak?" Then I was looking at him and said, "Stop calling me a freak, please." Then just looked at me and said, "Ah, what an idiot. Thinks that he can ask favors from me. You're the dickhead son." As I would hear his like, "I'm not." I would say that right out to him, right to his face, said, "How dare you speak to me so casually, you freak." Then he just drops Noel and punches me. I'm like, why? Then I would get flashbacks of my dad. I'm like, no, I won't be like, you're just like my dad. You're just like my dad, that idiot he was. As I will learn to hate my dad from now on, of everything that he did. I just hate my dad because he was the one that made me feel so out of everyone. That everyone freaked me out. I thought it was my dad's fault, which it actually is. So now Jules would see this and say, "No, stop it," as he see me getting hit. He was saying that, "Damn it." And Saul would see this too as he was walking. But then Saul just continued hitting me while still holding his left hand in Noel's hair and just kind of pulling it. Then I would say, "That's enough." So I would just start to cry. I would just get tears in my eyes. Like, "That's enough. No, don't hurt me any more." So now I'll get mad and punch him back. as somebody punching me, I'm just catching the fist. I'm like, what the? Then I see the fear in my eyes. I'm like, back down a little bit. I was just kind of scared of what I just did. Then I just look at myself like, what did I just do? I kind of wonders. Then it says, what are you? Some kind of freak of monster or something? Then he will start punching me again. As all the nobles would see this and think like, what a matter. It's just the dickhead son. Then I was getting really mad. It's like, that's enough. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You're not gonna hurt me anymore. And when it says that something happens, I will start to glow. As he just backs down, I'm surprised. Then he will see my eyes will no, I won't not my eyes won't change at all. Here I see that something's happening on my back. My shirt's getting breaks, like kind of sprouts. No back. So yeah, and then something comes out of my back. Wings, one black and one white, just as in this picture. Then it punches him. Then he said, "That's enough." And then it grabs Noelle and flies away and drops her off. No, I won't drop her off or anything, as then he just follows me when I'm flying away. He'll be like, ha, coward. It's like your dad. As I was like, look at him now, mad that they referred to me as with my dad's name in it. He said, I'm not like my dad. I said, oh, really? You're the dickhead son, you'll always be just like him. Then I will say that you're more like my dad than I will ever be. My dad was the one to punch people, hit people, all the time. Even me, his own son. But I'm not like him. Then he said, oh, what are you? Huh, you're just an idiot, maybe? Then I'll be like, what did he call me? Said, idiot. I'll be like, be mad at this. Eels and no solid citizens feel like they need to stop this fight now, immediately. Then then I charge up my fist and was about to punch him back. As he gets kind of surprised that I'm just punching him back now. And so when I charge him when I runs towards him, it's like, you're done for. But right when I'm about to punch him, the fist gets caught by Jules and like, no, asta, you shouldn't punch him. Just look at this, but Dad, he's done something about he said that I'm just like my dad. He said like I'm just like him. He will be furious about this. He won't stop the punch. I'm just punching the cell now. Sol now said, that's enough. I'm not like my dad. I'm not like my dad. I'm not. As he'll be taken back by this and like kind of start to bleed a little bit. No, he won't start bleeding at all. He's like taken back and like surprised that I'm just fighting back now. So apparently, I'm just start to fight back now. He gets taken back by this in a surprise. Then he comes back. He's like, oh, you wanna fight now, huh? No, sorry for being quiet now. Celia said to me that, calm down, Asta. He's not worth your time. As I wouldn't at least, then I would start keep punching him a little bit. Then I would just get tired and said, Asta, that's enough. You don't need to fight a dickhead like him. I just look at him and say, but Dad. Then I was kind of pass out. Well, Salt was be kinda like surprised that kinda scared of him. Said, you freak. You're just like your dad, huh? And then I was looking at him like, I'm not like my dad. My dad would have just killed you or something. I'm not like my dad. I believe in people, but you don't deserve that trust anymore. I'm gonna say that. And she'll be like, what did you say, punk? But then Sylvius grab his head and like, what are you doing? No, Aesir would still be alive. If she was one of the few nobles that actually accepted me for who I am and all that, believe that I could say that I was not like my dad. And she would just walk up to Solid's like, what are you doing? He said, but mom, he's a dickhead son. He said, he may be the son of the dickhead, but he's just because of that doesn't mean that you have the right to bully him and do whatever you want to him. What consequences? And she would be like, but mom, he said, don't call me that. In anything, you should be the one to be the dickhead son. You're the most of the dick here. Like the idiot Tim here, just like he was there. I just kind of look at her, be surprised. Then she smiles at me and said, I'm sorry for what my son did. Then I was look at Nell like, are you okay? She like kind of nod. I was like, yes, I am. And then she kind of said, thank you for standing up for me. He said, oh, it's nothing really. I would just kind of smile towards her. She would kind of be like, nice, like said, wow, he really is a nice person. He's not like his dad was, as she would have heard that be told by the stories about how my dad was, like the dickhead that he was, really. And then she kind of didn't believe the stories anymore about my dad. That she thought that they might not be true or anything, but they might be true. But his son is at least different. Then he just look at me. Then he just look at Julius, and he said, "Time to go, Asta." I said, "Yes, Dad." My wings is still out. So Julius wonders, "Why do you have wings?" I said, "They just come out." I just kind of flap with the wings a little bit. He'll be like, "Oh, really?" Then he gets all excited about them. Starts to ask me questions on how they feel. As I would say that they feel like they belong in me. As he would be like, okay. But now I'm 11. I'll just have met Salt again. Or I would have met Salt to just apologize to him. As he would be forced to apologize to me. Well, he was the one that should apologize, but then I just apologized for what I did. Then my Jill said that you don't need to apologize for what you did. And like, but Dad, I hit him. I said, yes, but you did it in self-defense. I'm like, but I still hit him. He just look at me kind of amazed that I is still like pure-hearted guy. He thought at least he knew that I wasn't like my dad, but still, he would be taken back by all my kindness that was there. No, like karma showing in my face. But it was by a kind of a show off. No, just be a show. Soon they would see the kind of true side of me. Not true side, but later on. I'll be aggravated, like real mad at something. A soul just starts to make me mad and all that. I'm just getting pissed by him, and then I just punches him right into the face, and kind of knocks him out, and then activates my wings and flies away, kind of running away from home. Asilos and the others would go to hear they would hear the punch, and then he would see some wings just flashing in front of his window. He's working with outside, as then look out of the window and see me. Then open the window and say, "Where are you going, son?" He said. I was done to say answer, I just flew away. As he would see some tears just flowing down from my face. Then he just looked down and see that Slard is knocked out. And real, what? And runs down, as well as Aesir runs down too. As she would have seen those two met each other, she would run to like stop the fight if they begun. But the fight was already begun, as no soul would meant knocked out or anything. He would just be kind of like taken down to the ground. And then he decides that next time I show up or hit him, he will just try to kill me next time. As I was fly away now. As then he just looked up and said like, "Yeah, run away." Just like your dad did. Be that coward that he was. I just look back at him furious now as I hear this. Like, what did you say about me? As then we see the fear in my eyes and kind of be taken back a little bit. Then he's counting saying, "You're just a dickhead, you're just an idiot, just like your dad was." I just look back at him now. It's the fear in my eyes, but then he's continuing flying away. As then my wings would just disappear because I was too tired of my fury. My fear would have drained my fuel too fast. I was so right above the capital. Still, the Yields would see this. Everyone would see this, that there was a kid like flying. Then the wings just disappeared. I was slowly falling down. Yama would see this. As he walks towards, as Yama is in the capital too, kind of burning some toilet paper, he sees the kid falling down from the sky. He would just jump up and catch me. As he drops all the toilet paper and jumps up and catches me. As I was looking at him like, huh? Then was his face like kind of scared and back down, a little bit back away from him, because he had like a look that's reminded me of my dad, like their cigarette and all that. He's back down, scared of him still. He's like, calm down. I wanted to calm down at all. I wouldn't listen to him. I was too scared by taken back by what he did. Then it was realized that what it just happened, kinda. Then he decides to leave me alone, or kinda alone. Not really alone. He would just look at me, curious about me. Then was back away. Asilis now sees this confrontation between me and Yami. Then he flies down, and I see my dad too. Kinda scared that he will be mad at me. As I'm just trying to get my wings out, I decide to almost get them, and runs away now. Actually flies away. As then, Yolos would just flies up and catch me in a time warp, pulling me down. I'll be scared now as hell. As I really start to cry. No, because yes, I was like that. I ran away multiple times when I was young from my home. After I got into a fight or anything. So I started crying a little bit. I still just would see this and try to calm me down. But then I would think like it's to no avail. Then just kinda when he takes off the time sphere, chronostasis, and just hugs me. I'm like surprised and stop crying. I'm like, huh? That's just really awesome. Why you're running away again? I started to say, aren't you mad? I said, a little bit, but I'm more worried about you. As then Aesir would come, and she would have heard this, like Sol would have the force to tell her the truth about that he aggravated him, to punch him. And she would come. As I would see her really scared now. Kind of back away, try to run. As she smiles at me and said, "It's okay. As then she would just look at Saul and said, and you have something to say. As everybody sees Saul now, I'll be like, huh? Stan was feel like mixed emotions, like kinda, like, not scared about him, but aggravated. As Jules would just land his hands on my shoulders like, it's okay. Then Saul said, I'm sorry for aggravating, for making you mad. I'm like surprised, taken back by this. Then I would say, I wouldn't know what to say. Then Jules would say, whisper me, say, you could say like, it's okay. They said, it's fine, I said. Then straight up leaves. Yummy leaves too. Easier says, like, kinda still, like, yells at Saul to never do that again. I said, like, but mom. I said, don't mom me. You should be kind towards him. Kid has had a rough life. So we kind of walk now. And now the years would kind of went by. Oh, the years would have went by. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll be 13 now. It was the next noble gathering, kind of. So I would have dodged most of them, but this was the other one I was had to kind of go to. I just go to that and be like, sitting lonely in a chair. I actually don't like to be with my dad or anything because of all the attention he gets. Besides, no one wanted to really be near me at the social gatherings. Instead, Noelle wouldn't have been there, like, seeing me for those years, so she would just walk up to me when she saw me and said, I haven't had the time to thank you when those 3 years ago when you saved me from my brother. I would look at her and be like, huh? She would say thank you. I'll be like, taken back a bit surprised still that she thanked me for something. She was the first person to thank me for doing something. I'll be like, huh? So I'll be taken back. Then would see that it was Noel and be like, oh, it's not a big deal really. Then she would say it's really a big deal, and then she straight up hugs me. I'll be taken back as I will be red in the face, kinda. I will still be taken back, still shocked. As Aesir and Jules would see this and kind of smile. As I would have calmed down, as I was always on my ready in case anything would happen. I was relaxed now for the once. And I was kind of try to hug her back, but I don't know how to do a hug. And she kind of teach me how to do it, as I would just do it now. I was to hug her back, and she would smile at me now. Then she looks at me and is like, see, it's not that hard. I just smiled back at her, not really saying anything. Because of who I am, really. And she just smiles like, you can't talk now. Hold on. Yes, sorry about that. I just got a lot of messages suddenly. So yeah, this is where I'll be ending this what if. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, click that bell, blah blah blah. Stay safe, peace out.